After months of waiting, we finally got it. It's the Xbox One X. So the headline feature of the Xbox One X is 4K gameplay, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, it might not sound amazing because the PS4 Pro has offered something like it for a year, but Xbox does it a little bit differently, and by differently, I mean better. Priced at £449, it may seem a little bit expensive, especially when you consider that the Xbox One S is £229. But something you may notice about the Xbox One X is its size, because let's be honest, it's pretty damn small. Especially when you compare it to not only the Xbox One S and the original Xbox One, but also Sony's PS4 Pro with its 3-tier sandwich. And because it's so small and because it's also black compared to the white Xbox One S, it should just disappear into the background of any TV setup. That size is in part thanks to a custom AMD APU, which is a combined CPU and a GPU on one chip. So what does that mean to you and me at home? Well, basically, it means that it's more powerful than AMD's most recent GPU, the Radeon RX 580, which costs £300 by itself. The headline feature of the Xbox One X is the ability to provide 4K gameplay at 60 frames per second, an impressive feat for any console. But while this is the headline feature, it may not be available on every enhanced game for the Xbox One X. Why? Because the developers have a choice in how they can use that extra graphical power. So they can offer the 4K resolution, but they could also decide to offer higher quality textures. They could focus on bringing more NPCs to make the open world feel more alive, or they can just focus on making the game load a little bit quicker. But while Xbox One X enhanced games will see the best performance from the new console, even older Xbox games will see a boost in loading times and things like that without any kind of tweak from the developer. So what is it like to play? That is arguably the biggest question of all. And we've spent some time playing the Xbox One X and we can honestly say it's better than the PS4 Pro. We've used the PS4 Pro since it came out in 2016, and even though the PS4 Pro does offer great gameplay experiences, it's nothing on what this beast can do. The PS4 Pro doesn't provide true 4K, it provides upscaled 4K, whereas this is true 4K. And you'll also notice frame rate drops on the PS4 Pro, and that's something we haven't really experienced on the Xbox One X. Moving beyond the 4K resolution itself, the games look absolutely stunning running on the Xbox One X. Whether you're exploring Mordor in Shadow of War or whether you're tearing up Brands Hatch on Forza 7, the games just look so realistic and lifelike that you just lose yourself in them. And you just find yourself staring at the screen in awe about how this could be produced. You'll kind of notice little details in each game that you didn't really pick up on before, and it just kind of improves the overall gaming experience. It's not mandatory, you don't need to see the games in 4K at high quality textures, but for those that do really appreciate kind of game design and things like that, it knocks your socks off. Just a little point though, you may not be able to get the full kind of grasp of the quality of the games via our camera, you'll just have to wait and see for yourself. There's also a question of whether you actually need a 4K TV to get the full Xbox One X experience. Of course, it's tailored towards 4K TV owners, offering the ability to play back 4K games at 60 frames per second, but standard 1080p HD TV owners will still see a benefit in the Xbox One X, whether it's just faster loading times for your games or improved textures. Oh, and did I mention that the Xbox One X also has a built-in Blu-ray DVD player? Another added benefit for 4K TV owners. In terms of games, Microsoft has promised over 130 supported games around launch, and we imagine that every major game going forward will offer Xbox One X enhanced support from day one. It's a little bit expensive at £449, but when you consider the equivalent PC that you'd need to buy to get that kind of gaming quality, the 4K, the 60 frames, it's actually very good value for money. So what do we give the Xbox One X overall? 4.5 stars.